Hey guys, it's Bitcoin Schmitcoin here with another update for Bitcoin Magazine's video analysis. We'll be taking a look at the monthly time frame, the weekly, the daily, and spending most of our attention on the 4-hour time frame today. The one thing I want to point out is this monthly level, once again, that we seem to be testing. It's this $10,300 level that has seen a lot of action and a lot of attention over the past few videos, so we'll go ahead and update our view on that. When we look at the weekly time frame, we can see it's been very volatile, and so far we see this gigantic wick once again at the bottom of the candle. Every bearish effort to push the price down has been negated thus far. The prior weekly candle looks vaguely familiar to our current weekly candle, and although we have yet to close it, we are once again testing the same exact $10,300 level. When we look at the daily time frame, we see a little bit more resolution here. We can see that this weekly swing high was a gigantic shakeout. So we see that this consolidation that we've been in for the past 2-3 weeks had a gigantic shakeout, and currently we are bouncing right off of very strong support, almost to the pixel. When we look at the 4-hour time frame, this is where things start to get really interesting. So we can see that our shakeout got immediately bought up. So we came back down, tested this $9,600 level perfectly, just barely dipped in here. And when we look back at our prior price history, we see the test getting shallower and shallower and shallower and shallower. So this is our fifth test. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth test of that support. And so far, it's seeing very strong buying response. It did have a strong shakeout. It took out this low, of course, this low, and retested this little intraday range and immediately bounced back up. What I would like to see going forward is I really don't like that we're currently taking out these highs and getting rejected, but it's not the worst thing in the world. What I would not like to see is a move above this price level and a rejection. There's a lot of liquidity here, so keep an eye out for a push above this level and a rejection back down. But so far, the buying response off of the shakeout is looking very, very bullish. We see high spread, high volume, and it's pushing right along. If we can get our daily close to close back above 10,300, then we're going to be in really good shape. It just seems to have a nice, strong shakeout. Leading into a sizable rally. It's one of the largest intraday rallies that we've seen in a few weeks. Obviously this one immediately comes to mind, but over the past 3 weeks, there hasn't really been a whole lot going on in this range, except for this, which came about on a nice bullish shakeout. It took out some stops, like I said. You can see a nice long wick that got immediately bought up. And right now we're going in for our resistance tests. So right now we're kind of, when we're looking at the macro time frame, like the weekly, we're still kind of in this no man's land. I would really like to see the weekly candle close above this level. Once again, this 10,300. We're currently seeing intraday tests, but keep an eye out for the weekly time frame. Don't get too caught up in the intraday chop because it is just that, is volatile, low volume on the macro scale, and it's prone to large price swings. But as long as we see a weekly close back above this $10,300 level, I think we're in good shape for a continuation of our uptrend. If we fail to close back above it, then we'll have to play it by ear. But so far, this is looking bullish, especially if you take a look at the alts. The altcoins are flourishing and looking quite strong on the high market cap alts. So a lot of that capital is most likely going to take profit and fall into Bitcoin. But we'll have to play it by ear. So far, so good. And like I said, keep an eye out for this $10,300 level, because if we close back above it, well, then I think we're going to be in really good shape for a continuation of our uptrend.